Hey folks, Post here, welcome back to another Pokemon Masters video, and today we're going to go do something pretty interesting, I think, right? So, for some reason, Pokemon Masters still has not implemented any Sword and Shield characters into the game. I don't know why. Don't ask me. I'm not the developers, but like I've said before many times, I thought they kind of botched an opportunity to do like a dual promotion with both Pokemon Masters and Sword and Shield when Sword and Shield first came out, right? They could have thrown in a few Sword and Shield characters for a banner or whatever, right? Got that kind of kind of cross promotion going, right? And it's not like Data hasn't done it before. They've done it with Fire Emblem Heroes when Three Houses first came out, right? If I remember correctly, they had a few characters in there. I think they had I can't remember who they had, but I think they had like Hilda or something. Like as a promotion, right? When Three Houses first came out, they had Three Houses characters on as a banner, right? So um, I don't know why they didn't do that with Sword and Shield with Pokemon Masters, but apparently they didn't. So well, yeah, hopefully they will come soon. I would say maybe when the DLC drops, potentially we get a few Sword and Shield characters, maybe. If not, then we'll have to wait for later. But anyways, what we're gonna do in today's video is kind of predict what kind of how many stars each of these characters would be when they do come to the game. So there are a few things I do base them off. Number one is I guess power, right? Number two, popularity. Not in any order, right? Power, popularity, I guess, as a character, importance to the story. That's another thing, and also precedent, right? Basing off if they're gym leader, elite four. Well, there's no elite force, but gym leader, rival, whatever character type, and compare it to what we have in Pokemon Masters right now. So, anyways, let's go in order of from left to right, I guess. So, the first one on the list is Piers. I like Piers. Piers is really cool. I really do like how he doesn't, use a D max, G max, or whatever, right? And just does his own thing. And so here's the thing: he's a gym leader. Generally, a lot of gym leaders are in 3-star ranks, right? If we go to 3 stars, it's just littered with gym leaders. Like rival gym leader, gym leader, gym leader, gym leader, gym leader, side character, gym leader, gym leader, just all sorts of gym leaders, right? So generally, gym leaders, a lot of them would be categorized into 3 stars, but Piers is he's quite story relevant, right? Especially that. Oh, by the way, spoiler alert! If you haven't finished the game, click away, I guess. If you don't want to get spoiled, for Sword and Shield, I guess. So, yeah, Piers, is I do think he's quite story relevant, right? And he's decently popular as well. So I wouldn't be surprised to see him in 5-star, but generally speaking, again, I would probably put him in 4-star, all things considered, right? Again, he's super popular, all that stuff. I wouldn't say super popular, but he's relatively popular. He's story relevant. So I do think that overcomes him, just being a gym lead. Although honestly, if you look at like the 4-star units, there are a few gym leaders in here, and like they don't really make too much sense. Blaine, Claire, Garnina, Grant, right? Why are they 4 stars up here with like the elite for it and all that other stuff, right? So, yeah, don't know how they really do this, but generally some gym leaders can make it to 4-star, right? As we see there. So Piers again could be 5-star if he's like, if he's really that popular enough. But again, all things considered, I put him 4 stars. But again, he could be 5-star as well. So moving on. We got, what was her name again? I keep on forgetting her name. Mainly because I personally played Pokemon Sword, and she's like a Shield exclusive character. She's Gordie's mom, right? If I remember correctly. What was her name? Melony or something? I know it starts with like M. Let me search it up real quick. All right. Her name is, well, you guys already know. Oh, yeah, it is Melony. I got it right. It is Melony. So, Melony, I do think would be a 3-star. Not all waifus are going to be 5 stars, right? It's only the very exceptional ones. So a few reasons. First of all, she is a gym leader, right? Which does count against her generally. And again, not saying gym leaders can't be 4 stars, gym leaders can't be 5 stars. They can. But she's not that relevant in the story for the most part. She is basically just a gym leader for gym leader's sake, right? For the most part. So that's why I probably put her here. Also, she's version exclusive, so there's that as well. Not that it really counts against her, but yeah. Moving on to Raihan. Raihan is probably, I would say, also 4-star. Reason being, like Piers, also story relevant. I don't think as relevant as Piers, and also he's one of the stronger gym leaders in the game, right? Well, he's the last one, right? 8th gym leader, so he's that, and also relatively popular. So almost the same reasons as Piers. That's why I want to put, and also I don't want to put like every character, because when I first looked at all these characters, I was like, oh, this is gonna be easy. Everyone's gonna be in 5-star, because that's what I thought. Well, maybe except for like Milo. I don't know, poor Milo, but yeah. Initially, I thought, oh, they're all gonna be 5 stars, but that's not really possible. I don't think they're not gonna put every single character in 5-star, right? There has to be some 4 stars. There's been some 3 stars, 3 stars, whether it's going to be through story events or whatever, right? Main story drops, login bonuses, or if they're actually going to add some more 3-4 stars to the general pool, which I doubt would happen anytime soon. But hey, it would be pretty cool if you guys did that. Anyways, but yeah, Raihan, I'll probably put him in the 4-star category for very similar reasons as Piers. Moving on, Opal, she's like not just a gym leader for gym leader's sake, right? Not putting her in 1-star, but just putting her down, right? But she does have like a bit of a side, kind of bit of a story with Bede, Bede. I'm trying to pronounce it still. But yeah, but aside from that, she really doesn't do much. As much as I want to put her in 5-star, so we get like a really good like fairy type striker or whatever, right? I'd probably put her in 3-star. With Melony, which again, she's not that relevant outside of, and yeah, hey, like Grant's not really that relevant in the story wise either, or nor is he really strong or whatever, and he's a 4-star. But according to my logic, she'd probably be in 3-star. It's just really, really hard to put anyone in 3-star. Like, a lot of them are pretty, big characters, popular characters as well. I think one thing Sword and Shield did do well is they did create a lot of popular characters. A lot of people, like many of these Sword and Shield characters. Moving on to Bede, your other rival. I'd probably put him in 4-star. Reason being, because rivals, if you check like 5-star, like the only like there's like Blue here and Sharon here. Like it's not unprecedented that you have rivals in 5-stars. There's you can have rivals in 5-stars, but you could also have rivals in 3-stars like Barry. So it's possible. So like their status as a rival, I don't think really influences their stars as much, right? But the reason I do put him in 4-stars instead of 5-stars is, one, we kind of need more 4-stars in the game. Although no, that's not like a reason actually. That's just a side note. But that's not part of the reason. But he's relatively. He's not as prevalent as a rival character as a Hop, right? And he's definitely like the dude's story arc is afterwards he just becomes like a gym leader, and that's kind of it, right? Fairy type nonetheless. So I don't even know if they're gonna make him fairy type or psychic type. Hopefully fairy type, so we get more fairy types. But I wouldn't mind psychic types either because I like psychic types. But yeah, that's where I'd probably put Bede, right, in 4-stars. So moving on to Gordie. Gordie, same with Melony. I'd probably put him in 3-star. Poor Gordie, right? I know a lot of people like him as well, right? Same with Melony, but and Opal. I mean, a lot of people like the Sword and Shield characters. They're all really, really great characters. But again, same with Melony. Not much story stuff, not really relevant, not exactly that strong. I mean, he's not bad, right? But yeah, not extremely relevant. He's just a gym leader. He's cool, but a gym leader, unfortunately. Moving on. This is probably our first 5-star on the list. Marnie. I do not see her being any other star level other than 5-star. She's incredibly popular. Like, oh my god, there's like billions and billions of fan art of her, and for good reason. I love Marnie. Marnie's great. She's a great rival. She's really relevant in the story, and the reason why she is in 5-star and not 4-star like Bede, whatever, is just because of her like crushing popularity, right? People love her, and plus she's not like the leader of team of the antagonist team, but like she's like their centerpiece sort of, which it would kind of be like if we put like her into like 4-star or 3-star, it would kind of be like we're putting like Cyrus or Giovanni in like 3-star, which would be really awkward. Like that wouldn't make much sense for 4-star, right? So again, immensely popular. Her status as a character, story relevance, and she's also pretty strong for the most part. Although I didn't have much problems fighting her personally. Moving on. Sonia, I probably put her in. She's a tough one. She's in between 4 and 5, honestly, for me. I'd maybe go for 5 just because, again, immensely popular. Plus, she's professor, right? That gives her a pretty big boost there as well. Not that, Professor Oak getting 5 stars, because Professor Oak is a 3-star. So that's also a possibility. But, again, super, super popular. And, I mean, it's Pokemon Masters. They kind of want you to pull for extremely popular characters. Right? That's kind of like their model here, right? Throw popular characters on banners so y'all spend money and try to get them. Right? So, that's probably one of the reasons why I'd put her as a 5-star. Moving on to the other Professor Magnolia. She's a bit ambiguous, right? She could be 3-star like Oak, could be 4-star, and again, this doesn't mean 3-stars are bad or whatever. A lot of 3-stars in this game are incredibly good, right? Oak, Torchic, whatever, right? Floatzel, like Roxanne, Skyla, Pikachu, again, right? Doesn't mean you're gonna be bad or whatever, but I'd say 3-star because she's probably the least. She's probably the professor with like the least appearances in story, right? In terms of story relevance and stuff. Most of her duties was just done by Sonia, right? For the most part, like in comparison to like say, Professor Juniper or Sycamore or Kukui or Oak or even Elm, right? Rowan, Birch. Did I just list every one of them? I think I did. But yeah, point is she doesn't appear as much in the game. So if she does come to the game at all, she'd probably be a 3-star, unfortunately. So sorry about that, Professor. Moving on. Oleana. Slightly tough, but I'd say 5-star. Reason being, she is not, the leader of the antagonist team, right? Or villain team, whatever you want to call it. But she's kind of like admin level, and like Plumeria, which apparently is her name, as it's pronounced. I mean, she's a 5-star, so it's possible they could make, admins. I mean, Plumeria's not like exactly an admin, but she's up there. She's up there, right? Higher ranking officials in the villain team, so she could totally be there. She's also really popular. She's pretty strong as well, so I think that's a possibility. They could have her in 5-star. And speaking of Oleana, let's go to Chairman Rose, which I don't think this, how can he not be a 5-star, right? Dude's like literally the leader of the villain team. Giovanni's 5-star. I don't think they're gonna give like the leaders of the villain teams 4 stars. Like maybe they could give like the admins 4 stars, maybe, but like I don't see them like throwing like the leader of the opposing team, or so corporation, I guess, in this sense, or oligarchical system leader dude thing. Kind of weird. At the top, right, as a 5-star. So I think Rose is, this is a pretty easy one, pretty solid 5-star. The Pokeball guy. I didn't think I'd have to talk about him, but like the tier list I use, the creator over here, put the Pokeball guy in here, so let's talk about it as well. If there ever was like a 1-star or 2-star that comes into this, that makes the game, it'd probably be characters like these, right? Like an April Fool's character, like a 1-star Pokeball guy or whatever, right? That would be pretty funny. So maybe 1-star, who knows? Moving on to Monsieur Hop. Hop could be 5, it could be 3, right? Also could be, or it could be 5 or it could be 4. Also could be 3 as well, just because like Barry's a thing maybe. But I'd say probably 4, because if Bede, Bada is like 4, right? I wouldn't see Hop being lower than that, right? And another reason is I think Leon's pretty easily a 5-star, right? And very likely could also be a Pokefair as well, right? So I'm not sure I would put Hop in Leon's spot. Oh, also, one more thing I did forget to mention about both Raihan, Bede, Badu, and Hop, right? The 6 of them, no, 3 of them, is that all three of these people appeared in the Championship Cup, right? The Championship Cup is kind of, sort of, maybe not really, like the Elite Four, of Gen 8, right? They're really not the Elite Four, but they kind of, sort of are like that, right? And Elite Four members, generally do have the luxury of being a 4-star. Bruno, right? Bruno, Drake, Flint, Kaili, Koga. Remember, this Koga is actually not, not Gym Leader Koga. This is Elite Four Koga in the game. Lorelai, Marshall, like, look at them. They're all right. Chantel, Siebold, right? They're generally all like Elite Four members. Wixron, Will, for the most part. There are 5-star Elite Four members, right? Which got like what, Karen, Caitlyn, right? Karen, Caitlyn, Phoebe, Glacia, Grimsley, but a lot of them, the large majority of them are in 4-star territory, so it kind of fits, again, all things considered. Moving on, these two guys, what the heck were they called again? Swordward and Shield. These names, Swordward and Shielbert. So these two guys, I think these are pretty safe 5-stars, right? If I were to guess, they'd probably just both be like legendary event units, right? Coming in with Zacian and Zamus thing, right? Maybe, even though like technically they aren't like, did they like ever like technically like have them before? Like, not, I mean, kind of, sort of, maybe a bit. I don't know, their relationship is weird, with Zamzenta and Zacian, right? So yeah, but they could potentially come with the Sword and Shield characters. Oh, also, speaking of, the main characters, Gloria and Victor, I think the other guy's called, right? I'd say they're pretty safe 5-stars. Most protagonists, if not all, I think, have been 5-stars. Are there any 3-star protagonists? Other than the main character, which is the protagonist of this game. But I don't think anyone has been any main character protagonist has been a 3-star. Yeah. So I think, yeah, they're pretty safe 5 stars. So there's that. Moving on to Milo, poor guy. He's probably a 3-star. You know, first gym, all that stuff. Not too popular, slightly relevant, but not really. So, and also we need 3 stars, you know, to fill anyways. Which again is not part of the consideration. It's just another side note of mine. But yeah, dude's a unfortunately probably 3-star. Sorry. Moving on to Nessa. Yes, she's a gym leader. Yes, she's also in the championship cup. Oh, by the way, he's also in the championship cup, but you know, we didn't technically face him, so the relevancy just goes down for poor Milo again, right? So again, yes, she's a gym leader. Yes, she was in the championship cup, but she is ungodly popular. She's insanely popular. Why? I'm not gonna explain why. You guys know why she's popular. But yeah, a character as popular as her, I'd say it's pretty safe 5-star, honestly. Yeah, no need to discuss further. Moving on, Kabu. I love Kabu. I could see him maybe being a 4-star, but he's probably gonna be probably gonna end up a 3-star again. Not extremely relevant, for the most part. Although he's more relevant than a lot of the other guys. Let's be real. But including Nessa, probably. I don't know. But yeah, I love this guy. He's great, but unfortunately, I don't think he's gonna be he's definitely not gonna be I won't say definitely, but you know, he's very likely not gonna be a 5-star. So maybe 4-star, but I'd probably see him as a 3-star, unfortunately. Moving on, Bede. Is that really her name? Bede? Let me check real quick. It's kind of awkward because actually, Bia. No. Bia. Why did I say Bede? That's one more letter than Bia, right? At the end. So she's probably going to be, I would say, a 4-star, right? You do fight her in the championship cup. She's kind of popular, right? For the most part. And yeah, same for Alistar, honestly. For exact same reasons. In the championship cup, semi-popular, and version exclusives, although this doesn't really count against them. Which I don't think this, I mean, maybe, I don't know if version exclusive honestly counts against characters or counts for them, right? So, same with Melony and Gordie, right? Maybe it doesn't matter at all. So, there you go. That's generally where I do think a lot of these Gen 8 characters, Sword and Shield characters, would be placed in terms of their stars. So yeah, let's see how many we got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 5-stars, 6 4-stars, and 6 3-stars, and 1 1-star. Nah, that's reasonable, I guess. Maybe more 3-stars, less 4-stars. But anyways, again, that's not in consideration when I do when I do these, right? So anyways, that's it for this one. Hope you guys are let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Like and enjoy this video, subscribe to the channel for some more Pokemon Masters content. I'll see you guys in the next one.